Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, so we've just taken this in part exchange this afternoon against a new Mazda CX-5, and this is a CX-5 2-litre GT Sport Nav Automatic in black mica paint, okay, with the Nappa Leather interior. Now, I always like to give a little bit of background on the vehicles, and this one was supplied new, not by ourselves, but by Masters Mazda, okay, which is just up the road. But the gentleman's father actually worked for Mazda. He bought a car from our dealership under the Mazda Friends and Family scheme, and he recommended his father over to us. So his father's very pleased with the brand, absolutely blown away by it, and wanted another, which he's now got. And here we are. So this car has done under 10,000 miles, so we're really excited about having this on our used car offering. And it's got all the little accessories. Look, the aero bumper, the corners, so that's at the rear and at the front. And I've had a quick look around the car. This is how the car's come into us, so this is sort of testament to the previous owner, how they looked after the car. This garnish at the front, that also was an accessory, or is an accessory. All the wheels are unmarked, all beautiful. The car smells lovely as well. I must find out what the air freshener is, because it smells absolutely beautiful. Look at that, so not a mark. So if I start around the back of the vehicle and then work our way inside. Now I'm rushing a little bit because we're losing the light quite quickly. So you've got this cavernous boot, very practical indeed. Now, for those of you who require a spare wheel, there is space for a spare wheel, but cars these days don't tend to have them. But if you wish to have one for the car, it can be sold as an accessory. But instead, you get this sort of tidy, and you've got the Bose speaker, because this car has a Bose premium sound system. That's one of the extra speakers to give you that added quality. This tonneau cover folds away like so. You can remove it, and there is a place to store it under here, which I think is very sensible, because often what happens, they get put in the shed or in the loft and forgotten about. So seats fold with these clever little levers like so, and they do fold flat, or not quite 180 degrees, but maybe 175. Giving you that huge boot, very practical. I've used it for I've used one of these for to travel across Europe. Very, very handy. Filled it right up, and it's very, very comfortable. Got heated seats, being the GT Sport, heated seats at the back. You've got USBs for charging for the rear passengers. Okay, and you've got this Nappa leather. It's actually a very dark brown. To me, it looks black, but I actually prefer it the dark brown. I think it wears better. But yeah, very nice indeed. And the seats have got ISOFIX anchorages, and you've got this auto tailgate, which is fantastic, and I look really fancy when I come out of Aldi with my shopping and I press that button. You've got keyless entry, smart keyless entry, so you don't have to take the key out to open up the car. And I just want to draw your attention, oh, it's got illuminated scuff plates, look. I just want to draw your attention to the opening of the car, which two things. I've got a young son, so putting him in and out of a child seat, and I'm quite a broad chappy. Very, very easy indeed. Okay, not a chore at all. And also, if I was to take my elderly parents out, I think they'd really appreciate an opening like that. And Mazda pay particular attention about getting an opening of that size and that angle. So very good feature. Very good indeed. The GT has these chrome switches. Okay, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way electric seat and lumbar, and 2 memory settings. Now, this car has a 360 camera, which you can change the views here. That's the so the boot you can operate from here, from the boot itself, and from the key fob. Traction control keeps the car on the road as safely as possible. Lane departure warning will warn you if you veer out of a lane without indicating, sort of tell you to sort of pay attention. And I-stop, it's got a clever intelligent engine stop start feature which will turn the car off in traffic when you are stationary, which will save you money, save you fuel. I know that's sort of quite topical at the moment, and ultimately be kinder on the environment, so less of a CO2 footprint. Now I'm going to start the car up. Now naturally the car has 2 keys. Now I don't know if you can notice, this car is like brand new. It really is. In fact, I'm going to put this car in our showroom, I think. We're a little bit stuffed for space, and we have a space in the showroom. Now you've got this lovely backlit dash. Look, let me show you this, how that all lights up, which is fantastic. And there's the mileage there, 9,383 miles. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Let's just go around this way. Okay, 9,383. I've done lots of photographs, so hopefully you can see there. So just to reiterate, it was the father of someone who worked at Mazda, who have bought cars from ourselves here. It was recommended over. So that's the background of the car. So we're delighted to have it, because as we currently stand, if you were to order a Mazda CX-5 petrol auto, or a CX-5, any CX-5, you would be looking well into the new year for delivery. Okay, so this is something we are excited about having, because we can actually offer something to somebody who requires that type of vehicle. So also, GT has black headlining. You've got the sunroof, okay, tilt and slide. You've got the rimless mirror, which is lovely. The Bose Stereo I mentioned. Look at those speakers there. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. Or am I miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's 7 speakers. I could be wrong. I've got a feeling 9. But it's a fabulous sound system. It really is. Come and try it out. Now you've got, I'm going to turn the lights on actually. You've got auto lights, wipers. They're LED, they're adaptive. Now I always say this in my videos, I can see more at night than I can see in the day with these lights. They are fantastic. You've got adaptive cruise control, which will track the car in front. Okay, so if the car in front slows down, you will slow down, so you don't have to keep playing with your cruise control settings. You've got trip computer, volume controls, answer a call, decline a call here. You've got up, down, in and out on the steering column. You've got a heads-up display. Okay, so the heads-up display, hopefully you can see that. That's currently displaying speed, and then on the left to it, because we're in a public car park, there is technically no speed limit, so there's just a couple of dashes there, but the speed limit will also be displayed there. There's driver attention alert. It will tell you to take a break. It's quite scary actually. You'll kind of yawn and think, oh, maybe it's time for a break, and boom, it'll tell you to take a break. It actually reads your facial expressions. There is a camera in here, and it will read your facial expressions, and that will trigger that warning off. You'll get your basic sat nav functions in there as well, and the car has something called lane keep assist. There's lots of safety features on this car. Lane keep assist, if you imagine your steering wheel and it's sort of feeding through your hand, and you're on a dual carriage or a motorway where you've got the white lines, the car will keep within those white lines. Now, just as an example, obviously I'm not instructing you to do this, if you took your hands off the wheel, the car will actually correct you twice, and then it will come up here on the screen, hold steering wheel. So yeah, a fantastic feature. You can't, it's not too intrusive, okay, and I don't think you can have too many safety features, providing they're not intrusive, of course. Okay, so remember I mentioned the reverse camera. So you've got reverse camera, so front, rear, and the sides. That's fabulous. I think that's very good. I've advertised a Qashqai earlier today. Very good. Okay, but I think this camera is a little bit clearer. So we've got that there. So let's come back to that. So your climate control, dual zone, heated seats, and also cooled seats. The car has air-conditioned seats. So if someone says to you, oh no, we can't have that car, seats are cold in the winter, do not despair, they're heated. And they're hot in the summer, do not despair, they're cooled in the summer. So you've got the best of both worlds there. Okay, heated steering wheel, I think I mentioned that earlier. So let's go through this infotainment system. So this can be controlled by this here, this multimedia commander. However, it is touchscreen, but I always say, look, don't use it as a touchscreen, because A, it doesn't work as a touchscreen once you're moving along, so it can only be used stationary, and also, you know, you get finger marks on it and whatnot. So let's start here. So applications, look at that. So you've got fuel economy monitor, vehicle status monitor, okay. You've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can mirror and control your apps. So mirror the apps to this screen and control your apps through this system here. So if you've got Spotify, WhatsApp, Google Maps, and many other apps, you can operate them through here, which is fantastic. I travelled abroad using the built-in sat nav, which was really it was fantastic. No problems at all. But I did sort of play around and use Waze and Google Maps just to sort of make a comparison of routes, etc. Yeah, so I think it's nice to have that option where you can use those other apps, and then obviously you can access your music, etc. Entertainment, so you have your traditional FM AM. I suppose DAB is pretty traditional now. It's been around for a while and I think it's here to stay. AHA and Stitcher, so internet apps, and Bluetooth. So once the phone is paired up, you can stream all your Bluetooth through there. And USB 1 and 2, which live in the center armrest. So there's 4 USBs in the car. Sorry, it's getting a bit dark now. There's 4 USBs in the car. Let me see if I can make it a little bit brighter in here. That's better. There's 4 USBs in the car. The 2 at the front charge and read data. The ones at the back just charge. Okay. So we've covered that there. Now, once the phone's connected, your call lists, phone book, etc. will all be downloaded. You can access that safely whilst driving. If you've got an Android phone, it'll also read your text messages. Obviously, these days people are often using things like WhatsApp. WhatsApp can work through your through the CarPlay, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so that will also come up and notify you with messages. I think you can reply though, for obvious reasons. Sat nav, I think you can reply with pre-written messages like I'll call you back or I'm driving, I think. Okay, sat nav, so you've got really comprehensive sat nav, find address, put the postcode in and off you go. Sorry, my camera's having trouble focusing. I think it's from the poor lighting. Yeah, and off you go. When you're traveling along and you need to find a specific place, you've got this menu where you can search for things, that helpful places, things like fuel station with fuel would have been helpful a few weeks ago, and you can search the different makes, the different companies. Oh my god, I didn't know there was so many in the area. Okay, but you can look for parking, shopping, sports, transport, so on and so forth. Okay. Oh, look at that, Merco, Esso, BP, and you can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car's in effect connected to the internet, and it will also tell you the fuel price. It will give you live traffic updates, weather reports, etc. So really useful. Okay. So that's your sat nav. As I say, because you've got CarPlay and Android Auto, you don't have to use the sat nav built into the car. But I must say, I've travelled across Europe and it's been fine for me. Now here we go. Settings. Heads up display. You can adjust that there. All right. Oh, I've come out of that prematurely. Brightness control, etc., etc. Display, you can turn this display off and once again change the brightness. Safety, So you've got distance recognition support system. Okay, so that's your radar cruise control. All right. Okay, you can change sort of the sensitivity of it. All right. If you're too close to something in front, it'll come up brake. Yeah. But you can change the warning distance to near, medium, or far. Okay, depending on, you know, what you like. Because I've driven near islands in the road, and it's come up brake, 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 and it's kind of panicked me. So depending on where you live, the sort of the density of, you know, the cars on the road, the width of the road, you might want to adjust this accordingly. Hopefully that makes sense. So sorry, it wasn't to do with the radar cruise control. That's me jumping the gun. You got smart city brake support, okay, which will warn you if you get too close to the car in front, person in front, low wall in front. So if you're sort of rolling along in traffic and you're not steering, braking, or accelerating, the car will apply the brakes. Wonderful thing, it's recognised by insurance companies. It should bring down your insurance premium. It should reflect in your insurance premium, because the insurance groupings are lesser on cars fitted with this safety equipment. You've got blind spot monitoring system. So in the wing mirrors, on the edges of the wing mirrors, okay, like sort of there, should somebody overtake you or undertake you, it'll light up and bleep just to say, look, be careful, someone's coming from the outside or from the inside. Lane keep assist we've covered. Okay, you've got traffic sign recognition system, driver attention alert, I think we covered that as well, parking sensors indication, okay, and 360 view monitor, which I think we covered. Okay, all right, so a lot of very useful settings there. Now, I think I mentioned earlier, it's got the Bose Stereo. It's fantastic. I think we all know who Bose is, but they're a premium sound stereo maker, stereo systems. They've made this stereo for this car, so it's bespokely made for this car, and it sounds wonderful. The clock's GPS synced, so you don't have to worry about that. You've got auto locking on the doors when you walk away. That's been set. Sorry, the focus is out again. It's getting a bit dark here. Oh, it's worrying. It's only just gone 6. Keyless lock beep volume. I'm going to put that on high. So when I walk away from the car, the key's on myself. When I walk away, the car detects it and will lock itself. Now I know you're probably thinking, oh, you could lock the car yourself. Well, when you've got, I don't know, little one in one hand, shopping in the other, it's just one less thing to do, and it ensures that your car is locked. You've got some nice lighting features, interior light timeout, adaptive LEDs, so they turn as you turn, they're fantastic. Coming home lights, leaving home lights, so the lights will stay on when you leave to go to the car, once you've opened the car, to give you safe passage to the car. And also when you lock the car, gives you safe passage to home. You can change the timings on that. So this car, as you can tell, has lots and lots of very useful features. Okay, I think I'd use all of them, especially if I knew they were there, because like a lot of things, you don't realise all the features. Now, if this car is like new, I will put this in my showroom. Okay, I'll probably do that tomorrow. 9,383 miles. The car will come with a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty with MOT insurance and roadside assistance for a year. Part exchange is extremely welcome. I know there's a lot of advertising out there about getting a better deal. Do try us first. I'm not saying every time, but normally the best deals are with the part exchanges. We really do welcome part exchanges, so do give us a go. We have the facility to extend the warranty for up to 3 years, and we have fantastic finance facilities. Look, notice all these sort of LED lights. They are very nice. You've got, like, in fact, I'm going to have a... Can you see that? No, you can't see that. Hold on. I think that's because I've got the lights on. Yeah, you've got difficult to see, but you do have LED or am I imagining that? Yes, LED footwell lights, sorry. You probably can't tell, but it's very, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Yes, so do try us with your part exchange, okay? And do try it. Contact us any time of day, 7 days a week, and at any time of day. We appreciate that a lot of people are looking at cars outside normal working hours. So drop us an email or even give us a call and leave a voicemail. We do pick them up. Okay. So I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you can actually see what I can see, because it's got a bit dark here today. But do study the photographs, and if you require us to send you any more, please don't hesitate to ask. So thanks for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye bye.